bounce right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Look at you go. Okay, you better. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bumming. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Gun! All right, now. Let's get 6. Let's get 6. Detroit! Gun!
Now Jackson on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. First down throw for Bridgewater. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On the move to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
His throw caught right around the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Delta. 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 Let's go, D. Delta.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Here we go. 5 down.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Here we go. 5 down. No.
SOS.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Hurry up. 5 down. Time to go, night. Go Delta. 57's the mic, watch 57. Go Delta. Watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Alert. 3 down. Shift. Watch the shift. Get wide now. 57. Mike, 57.
They're running it. It's Michelle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call, but that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
3 down. Go Delta. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got you.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Allen, the intended. Receiver. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Find out. Delta.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Single, slots.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
Get wide now.
Here we go.
Go Delta.
25, check 25, check 25.
Get wide now.
Check. Lucky.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go Delta.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Go Delta.
Mike,
Go Delta.
you can't block me.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
I'm going to hit you all.
All right, here we go.
Barney, Blue 90. Blue 90. Check, 48's the mic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Gun!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and 6.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
He'll drop to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gotta go.
Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Fire down.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Fire down. Don't say nothing. Watch that.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They go play action. Bridgewater. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Delta.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Jackson on first down, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So he loses 3 yards there. Now play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Zadarius Smith, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Foul down.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Hurry up. Foul down.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Zadarius Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
3-19.
Mike 57. I got one.
They're going to look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
There's defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Matthews has it right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Bridgewater. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go Delta. Tighten up. Get wide now. Wide. Get wide. Go Delta. Check safety. Check 48. Get wide now. Check 48's the mic.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They get it to him running left. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
4 down.
Play action. Now Jackson being chased out left. Powerful running. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Gotta go. 5 down. 3 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Got 3.
Set. 3-19.
On second down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Now it's Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bridgewater on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him a gain of 37.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Ah!
They'll set up to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch.